Hello, ninth standard students. Today we are going to study about types of computer. So this is the digital format of your syllabus book. So here the definition of the types, the terms of capacity, purpose, functioning, size, price, and performance. Computer can be broadly classified as follows. It means when we talk about the types of computer, there are various categories over which we can classify the computers, and these are the capacity of a computer. On the basis of the capacity, we can have a different types of computers. On the basis of the purpose of a computer, for what we are using it for, that also we have a different types of computers available. The functioning of a computer, what sort of work a computer is performing, on that basis also there are many computers available. Then the size, the physical size of a computer, the price of a computer, the performance, of course, are the certain categories over which we can define the types of computer. So here we are talking about the functioning of a computer, means for what we are using the computer. On the basis of the functioning of a computer, we are categorizing the types of computer. The first type here is microcomputer. So microcomputer is the least powerful computer, although it's a very powerful computer itself, but among the series of the types, its types, this is the least powerful computer. So the microcomputers are one of the latest type of computer used these days. They are called so because they are designed for personal use or individuals or small business units. These computers are used in an office, school, or at home. The computer that we are using in our homes, schools, or in small offices, shops, they all are the example of microcomputers. I have some images. With the help of that, I want to show you something like this is a image. I think this will be helpful for you to understand that the different types of computer available on the basis of their functionality are microcomputer. Second is mini computer. You see, the microcomputer is a regular computer that we are using in our daily day-to-day life. Then we have a mini computer used for making a workstation, and actually it is not a special computer, but out of a microcomputer we can make a mini computer by enabling it, or by uh, adding more powerful processors and storage. We can make a microcomputer or a mini computer. Then we have a mainframe computer used to create a bigger workstations and larger area of WAN to cover. We use this mainframe computer. And finally we have a supercomputer, which is the fastest computer of all. And this categorization is based on size and speed. All right. So let us study. Uh, we have already studied about a microcomputer, that it is a normal computer that we use in our homes, school, offices. And then these are the example. These are personal computers, laptops, notebook. These all are the example of uh, microcomputers. Palm top, I have an image because it's not that clear here in your syllabus book. So these are the example of microcomputers. You can see here are the images of different microcomputers like desktop, notebook, media center, tablet PC, handheld, and notebook. You must have seen these types of computer in your surrounding, like tablet PC, handheld devices like your mobile phones, then media center where we can play games, and then a notebook or a netbook. Then desktop computer are very common computers, and these all comes in the category of microcomputers. Then the next is mini computer. Mini computer has most of the features and capabilities of a large computer. It is actual the smaller version of a large computer. So means as I said, and I told you before, that a mini computer is a normal size computer, but it has much more capabilities than the microcomputers by its configuration, the storage, the processor, and the other devices are much stronger than the mini computers, and that is why it is called a smaller version of a large computer, because after this mini computer we have a mainframe computer. So it is between a microcomputer and a mainframe computer. So they offer same computing power as bigger computers like mainframe computers. It is the cheaper in cost as compared to the mainframe computer, smaller in size and reliable. It is mainly used in scientific applications. So here again I want to show you the example of a mini computer through this diagram. So you see that these computers are smaller in size but larger as compared to microcomputers. They are less expensive as compared to the mainframe computers, which are the next level of the computers. And primary memory is usually in gigabytes, and designed for the computerization of scientific research data. So these are used for some research work, not the documentation purposes as we use it for the microcomputers, but in mini computers these are used for the scientific research data work. And mini computer usually fills a small shelf because it includes many types of peripheral equipment attached to it. Disks are used for secondary storage, support up to hundreds of users at a time. So it can support or it can serve 100 users at a time. As compared to the microcomputers, we know that only one or two-person can work in a microcomputer at a time, but it can work as a server in a smaller network like LAN, or maybe in MAN, where it can serve up to 100 users at a time. So the example of mini computers are Prime 9755, VEX 8650, IBM System 336, etc. And the application that it works on are departmental systems and network servers. So these are the mini computers. Next comes the mainframe computers. Mainframe computer have maximum computing power, so they can handle and process very large amount of data quickly. They are most expensive of all the computers and are very big in size. They are generally used in airlines reservation system, government organization, nationalized bank, and large corporations. But mainframe computer is not as powerful as supercomputer. So this is the next series of the type of a computer after the mini computers. So the different space where these mainframe computers are used are in airline reservation, or the railway reservations for that matter, then government organizations, nationalized banks. All the ATMs are uh, controlled by these mainframe computers, and they are the next series after the micro mini computers. And then after this we have a supercomputer. So here again I want to show you the diagram of a mainframe computer. This is a mainframe computer. You see how big they are. They have a different racks, as we have studied just now, that many components are connected and storage are in done in the disk instead of the optical drives. So disk are used, and it has got a maximum the processing speed, and they are very handy when it comes to the working and to conduct the subcomplicated work. Next comes the supercomputer. Supercomputer is a very fast and powerful computer. It is the fastest type of computer with a very high processing speed. It has large data storage. Supercomputers are very costly and are used for specialized applications that require large amount of calculation. Supercomputers are used in advanced military and scientific application. Now here you can see the diagram of a supercomputer. They are very large in size. They are the most powerful computer in the world, and above the mainframe computers, they have the capability to perform the super complicated tasks such as weather forecasting, defense and scientific research work, and all the uh, biggest project can be performed by these supercomputers. The capacity of a supercomputer the is too high. The working capability is too much. So that is why they are called the supercomputer. So here again, I want to show you some image of a supercomputer. The task this supercomputer can perform is phenomenal. So here you can see how big the supercomputer is. So Uh, he's a system engineer working in a supercomputer. So this big size computers are work in a are made to work in a supercomputer. So this is the real image of India's indigenously built supercomputer. The name of this supercomputer was Param Shivai. So you very commonly known as Param, and there are many series of computers uh, came with the name of Param. So we have a Param series. So more information about these supercomputers are like Param Shivai, the first supercomputer assembled indigenously was installed in IIT BHU. BHU is Banaras Hindu University in Uttar Pradesh, followed by Param Shakti and Brahma at IIT Kharagpur, West Bengal, and IISCR. The full form of it was Indian Institute of Science Education and Research in Pune, Maharashtra. And then, if you want to study more about the Indian supercomputer, so this is the site where you can go and you can study more and more about the Indian supercomputer named Param. Now, this is a image of Pratyush supercomputer, India's fastest and first multi-petaflop supercomputer to improve weather and climate focus. So means India has also come up and uh, is working hard to follow the world's technology level, and it has built its own supercomputer to uh, do the weather forecasting. And this is Pratish supercomputer built in India. Studying more about supercomputer, I have downloaded a list of world's fastest and supercomputers list according to the rank. The first is Scotia, made in United States of America, and it was built by IBM company. And the speed you see it is 16.3 petaflops. And next is Key Computer, made in Japan by Fujitsu company. Mira, United States. Supermark, Germany. Tihane 1A by China. Jaguar again by United States, made by Cray company. And Formi, made in Italy. Jiquin, Germany, Curie, France, and Nebula by China. So this is a list of world fastest supercomputer. So these were the different types of computer according to the categorization, according to the working. We have studied about the types of computer, and these were microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer, and supercomputer. I hope you must have learned something and you must have understood something. And in our next class, we'll study about the computer system, the characteristics, the basic application and components like CPU, video, visual display unit, keyboard, etc. So stay tuned and keep safe. Thank you.